Hello, I am Bosky and this is Dirt Dawn. In this channel, we share our motorcycling experiences both on and off the motorcycle that can help make your motorcycling experiences better. So stay with us. Dirt Dawn and I are here today to find out, understand and experience a much debated topic. That is the Himalayan versus the X-Pulse.
So I'm going to ride the Himalayan and also the X-Pulse, and we both will interchange the bikes and we'll see which motorcycle does better in which terrain. Probably both motorcycle has got its own strength in different terrains. So let's find out.
The idea is to find out what gives more comfort and confidence on different types of terrain. So let's roll. So Dirt Dawn, that was a good ride we had today.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed riding on both the motorcycles.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed both. I enjoyed riding the X-Pulse more.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
especially in this place. And on tarmac, of course, we did a few sample runs, roll-on acceleration and sort of rough drag type of start. Obviously, Himalayan is far superior. It kind of pulled away effortlessly from the wheezing X-Pulse. I was hitting the rev limiter in first gear, second gear before I could move on. But I think that was just going away. That's all I could hear sitting on my bike.
Yeah. The Himalayan's really a mile muncher, if you can say that.
Yeah, it is.
It's very good on the tarmac, on touring. I mean, you can go lots of kilometers and reach your destination without any strain or effort on yourself.
The only place where it couldn't really go was in really tough, or rather where I couldn't take that to very tight dirt and gradients, ups, downs. I did not have a problem with this. I was able to ride it with a little more confidence and bravado. There was no fear. I was not afraid.
Okay,
So I was able to enjoy the ride more.
Okay.
That's the thing. I have to work harder on the Himalayan for the same amount of speed, enjoyment and fun. I have to work very hard on the Himalayan. In this, I'm able to have fun at a little bit less stressful rate. So I had to prepare much more for what was coming, the obstacles, the stones, the dips, the ruts, much more, which I was a little bit more easy, careless, reckless with this.
Okay.
Because I felt I could get away with it, which is probably, with the kind of weight and power, it's easy to get away.
Talking about weight, I find the Himalayan is little heavier. I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
definitely more heavier.
Yeah.
And whenever you go on jumps on bad road, and you can feel the suspension very hard. Compared to X-Pulse, I think when I rode on the X-Pulse, I think it was more a buttery, smooth ride.
It floats.
It floats,
It kind of floats.
Yeah,
Right
it
now,
floats.
this long, we had a 2 kilometer long stretch, flat dirt.
True.
We could see a long way, safe. So I had the courage to push a little more, and we did it both ways. I took that and took it this way. And yes, this was kind of floating over it.
True.
With that, I could feel every ripple and every shock from the
Very
from
true.
the, from the
You
track.
can make out feel the terrain.
Terrain more, much
when you're
more.
riding on the Himalayan. That's basically due to the weight factor.
Weight factor, absolutely. 50 kilos is a lot of weight. On the highway, we have clearly noticed, of course, not a comparison. The Himalayan behaves very well. We can cruise at 100 to
100 is-
110.
Yeah.
It's a good band. Plus, it's got a little bit of grunt even at 110 to get an overtake done quickly without having to drop a gear
Correct.
or something. So it's got that luxury. It can do that, and we experienced that for several
Yeah,
years and
yeah.
tens of thousands of kilometers. We have done that. So going on an open expressway also, the Himalayan is, it's all right. It's a mile muncher, absolutely,
Yeah.
like you said. You can munch miles all day long, keep riding, very comfortable.
Very comfortable. You won't feel the strain.
Yeah, I found the seat, that's a big difference. This seat is not comfortable. The Himalayan, yes, I found the seat very comfortable. Even now, the posture, the seating is more a touring posture.
True.
It's a very touring posture. Tank is a bit high, the bars are out. It's a tourer, it's a brilliant tourer. It does a great job on the highway, on the expressway, on winding tarmac, broken tarmac, and the Himalayan is absolutely amazing. It's when the road gets a bit narrow and very bad, the weight starts to show.
Yeah. The sandy terrain
bike
or
is constantly shifting.
due to the weight, the
Oh,
bike
it
sinks
sinks,
in.
it digs in.
Yeah,
Okay.
it digs in.
Yeah.
While Expulse is not heavy,
It floats
will-
over
it can go through that terrain.
And I found the main thing about the suspension, the Himalayan was kind of a bit, when I sat on it, it just went a few inches down, and then it was a bit. I shouldn't be complaining about that poor thing, but I tell you, I had a great time with it on the Himalayas. 3 times. Yes, if I am going to the Himalayas again, or when I go again,
Definitely.
I will take the Himalayan.
That's the motorcycle for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm not going to take the Expulse and go.
Expulse is basically, I think it's a commuter motorcycle. It's a good city bike.
Yep.
And if you want to go for a weekend ride, and that's where it stops.
I think if it is commuting and an occasional travel out of the city, and maybe you want to do a little bit of bad roads, small roads, Expulse is absolutely, it fits the bill perfectly. If one wishes to tour, it's a no-brainer. It's the Himalayan.
Yeah, it is Himalayan all the way.
Himalayan all the way, absolutely, no doubt about it. So getting here on the open highway, on the 4-lane expressway, obviously it was the Himalayan that was all the way. Then we got onto some winding tarmac. Still the Himalayan was
Yeah.
much more comfortable to ride than the Expulse. It's a bit buzzy. After 90 it starts to get, and after 90 it doesn't have the
It doesn't have the grunt.
acceleration
Yeah.
grunt to make a quick overtake. And then we got onto some broken roads. Yeah, Himalayan was still quite comfortable on some broken roads. And then we got onto some dirt, proper dirt. That's when the tables flipped. The Expulse started to take the advantage. And then we went into some real bad stuff. We climbed up that
Yeah.
hill, up that hill, and came down. I will not take the Himalayan there. I know you are on the Himalayan today. You don't have a choice. You have to take it there. But any day on that place, this is the motorcycle I will take. I will not bother with any other motorcycle. 50 kilos weight difference, 210 cc capacity difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then 1.4 lakhs and 2.6 lakhs.
2.6 lakhs,
1.3 lakhs price difference. In my opinion, comparing these two motorcycles is like comparing apples and oranges.
Definitely. Each has got its own merits,
Absolutely.
own plus points and own minus points.
Everything is different, from the price to the weight to the cc to the power. Everything is different. So there is no comparison. It is a choice, an option, which whoever is interested can exercise. What do they need from the motorcycle? Like we said, predominantly a tourer, occasional off-road, going to Leh Ladakh, Himalayas. Case closed with the Himalayan.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if someone is more into commuting, short rides, no open big highway ridings, some dirt trails on a weekend, same way, exactly the other side, this is the way to go. Absolutely way to go. If we are going to have one motorcycle, which one would it be? Provided budget is not really a constraint. If I have to choose one motorcycle, I think I will choose the Himalayan.
Same here.
Yeah, if I have to have only one motorcycle,
Yeah,
I'll
if you have
choose
to
the
have
Himalayan.
only one motorcycle, Himalayan is the
It
motorcycle
can do
for me.
most of the things well. Most of the things well.
Yeah,
This can do a couple of things very well and not good at the.
true.
So yeah, the Himalayan will be the obvious choice if we are going to have only one motorcycle to use. And what would you like to change about the Himalayan? If there is something you wish
If I can get a magic wand and I say tap it, reduce it by 30 kilos.
reduced by 30 kilos, okay, that's perfect. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think that takes care of everything.
Yeah, that
Once
takes
the-
well, address the suspension.
Yeah, everything is solved. I mean, what I wanted will be there in that motorcycle.
I mean, yeah, see, it's just that one thing has a knock-on effect on handling, knock-on effect on power.
Power, yeah.
Yeah, knocking 30 kilos off that will be very tough unless you want to remove the front wheel, back wheel. Maybe that way we can knock 30 kilos off of the Himalayan.
And what would be your wish list for the X-Pulse?
My wish for the X-Pulse, I think I need about 5 bhp more.
Okay, interesting.
If this bike can put out 5-6 bhp more, I think it would serve the purpose. Would I not want 15 bhp? Yes, but what happens with 15 bhp? Everything else gets outdated.
Yeah.
It cannot match the power. It's
The
too
braking-
powerful. The
braking
braking,
goes-
the handling, the suspension,
Everything
nothing
goes
can
up.
take care of
Correct.
it. So if just with that 5 bhp bump, nothing else needs to be changed. This can run on the highway.
Hmm.
It,
Interesting.
it can take care of that 100 where it runs out of steam after 1995. It will have another 15-20 kilometers per hour. If this motorcycle can give that, this will probably be the only motorcycle which I would probably have, enjoy, and keep.
If it
and
does a
enjoy.
easy 100 to 120, if that's a sweet spot, I think that's a very good motorcycle.
Cruise at 100, ability to overtake up to 120, and then roll off back to 100. So that bandwidth of operation 100 to 120, it should have the grunt, which this simply it does not have. So that 5 bhp will give it that grunt.
So that's your wish list.
That's my wish. That's my magic wand. So I can go, bing, 5 bhp more, bing, 30 kilos less. So, apples versus oranges. There is no comparison. There are several people who wish to choose between the two and want to know which is better. I'm sorry, I cannot give a definitive answer to that. It is what the person is looking for, what you're looking for. Like I said, touring, predominantly touring, highways, A roads, B roads, C roads to some extent, and pretty good commuting also. It's absolutely the Himalayan. If commuting predominantly, then some off-road, some trail riding, and occasional touring, the X-Pulse is the motorcycle to go with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and heard. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. This is cheers from Bosky.
Cheers from Dud Dawn.